Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And thought I'd do a quick video, just a bit of a life update and some other stuff. Just talk about some random stuff in particular. Hope you enjoy it, but stick around to the end because there could be some content that might reflect or resonate with you in particular. So if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. If you are a regular returning viewer, please hit that like, give it a big thumbs up. It really does help out. So a couple of months ago, everything was going fantastically well. I was in a great job, earning good money. I was trading well, going through the funded account with FTMO, getting good monthly returns on that one as well. And out of the blue, I had a phone call from work saying, we don't need you anymore. Your contract is being terminated. It was a real shock and a lot of emotions went around. Did I do something wrong? Was it me? Could I have done something better? All the things that we have sort of in the doubt, and it really sort of knocked my confidence a little bit. But as it turns out, the person who took over from me also got the sack a couple of weeks later, and it really sort of restored faith in the fact that I didn't do anything wrong. It was just the fact that I was probably the wrong fit for the wrong environment. So fantastic from that one. I managed to move on, put it behind me, and start to focus on what was really important and get back into trading full time. So at the time all this happening, I really didn't know what was going to go on. I didn't really see if it was a good thing or a bad thing, but I wanted to embrace the opportunity, take the time away from working because I was able to. I had some support from my girlfriend. I had some finances behind me. It wasn't a real struggle and it wasn't going to be the worst thing in the world. So that opportunity came along, grabbed it with both hands and really wanted to make sure that I could be a full-time trader because that was always going to be the longer term plan. So the idea being I would do some YouTubing stuff, learn about that, learn more about trading, work with my FTMO funded account, make some good returns on that one, and then work towards getting more funded accounts and more equity to be able to make the accounts grow and grow quicker. And just make sure that I didn't waste the time that I had been given, because time off is a valuable thing. We don't always get that. We always want to have time off, but the reality is we don't always get it. So this came probably about 6 months too early in my plan to go as a full-time trader. And though I thought I was ready for it, reality was I hadn't got the foundations in place, the framework to really be able to dedicate my time 100% to full-time trading and make sure I got the rewards and the returns I needed. For whatever reason, it just didn't click. I don't know why, it just didn't quite work out as I expected. I spent too much time focusing on other things, away from trading and just not really getting my head in the game, not getting my sort of thoughts into trading as much as I wanted to. And therefore, I wasn't able to break out from getting that sort of 3 to 5% per month and obviously getting in the money I needed to survive, to be getting into that 10, 15, 20% per month, as well as completing other challenges to increase the equity. So what I've now realized, and it took a bit of reflection, is it wasn't my time to be a full-time trader. And that probably sounds a bit counterintuitive because I had plenty of time on my hands, I had the money, I had the ambition and the skills, but it just wasn't quite there for me. But on a positive note, I have now been offered another job. It's a 12-month contract that allows me to get that structure back into my life that I seem to have been missing, get that sort of routine, get that interaction with other people away from my normal social circle, and obviously then just expand more horizons and become less dependent, less focused on the trading. And therefore the freedom that allows me, therefore allows me to grow and expand and get better returns. So many years ago when I was full-time trading and very successful at it, I used to have on my wall a load of quotes printed out and framed. So I'll be able to just sit back, look up and take those meanings and reapply them again. And they all came from song lyrics. Now, we all listen to music on a daily basis or weekly basis, and not always quite understanding the meaning that the songwriter was trying to portray in their lyrics, or we interpret them differently depending on our moods and our emotions or the state of life we're in at that particular time. And this one particular lyric, again, resonated with me in that particular moment. And again, it's just come back to me again. And it is, I would not trade the pain for what I've learned. And for me, that's really important. So over the past 2 or 3 months where I haven't been working, it's been quite a painful, stressful time, but I would not change that because I've learned massively from it. And pain is very relative. It's always to the individual. It's where they are in their particular life. It can be emotional pain or physical pain, and how we interpret that and the process is completely different for everybody else. Now, some of the most painful things in life could be losing someone dear to you. It could be a parent, a sibling, a loved one, a partner, a friend, and that pain and loss is huge. It's massive. And we have to learn from that, adapt, change our ways of life, how we deal with things on a daily basis. It's massive. But for other people, it could be they've got some emotional pain because their trainers got dirty, they stepped in a puddle of mud and got dirt from it. But they haven't learned from that. They want everyone to fix the world for them. They want to get a GoFundMe page to refinance their new trainers. They will just not do the same things again. But as we're able to learn from this pain, learn from our mistakes, develop that, and actually then go forward and make sure we are a better person. It's really popular at the moment for everyone to keep spouting off, I'm living my best life, I want to be the best version of myself. Now, although that's true in many ways, I personally believe that I am the best version of myself as of now. I'm a better version of myself than I was yesterday, and tomorrow I intend to be a better version of what I am now. So, although yes, I am living my best life, I am the best version of myself, I always want to learn and develop and become a better person. And the best way to learn from that is look at the pain we go through in life and use that pain as a positive. I really want to look back on this moment in about a year's time and think, okay, what was I going through? What did I think of that particular situation? And am I in a much better place now? And I know 100% that if I look back on this in a year's time, I'm going to be in a much better place, whether it's financially, emotionally, or whatever. I'm going to be in a better place in a year's time because of what I've just been through. So what are my plans? That's always the big question. So yes, I'm going to get this new job. I'm going to hopefully start that in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm going to focus 100%, dedicate my time and effort to making sure I'm giving the best I can to that particular organization and doing the best job that I can to make sure that I'm there for a long time. I'm not going to be outcast, and therefore make sure that I don't lose that job. I'm really going to focus on YouTube a lot more. I'm really enjoying live streams and pushing out great content, and hopefully I'll get a bigger audience, more watch hours, and everyone will enjoy what I'm pushing out there. So yeah, lots more YouTube coming the way. And trading, I'm going to really, again, focus and dedicate the spare time that I have to learning more, doing more challenges, getting more FTMO funded accounts and other prop firms as well, and just making sure that within the next year, I have a much better financial situation and a much more stable base and the structure in place that I can go full-time trading. And again, look back on some years' time thinking, wow, how far have I managed to progress in that time? And I know it's only 2021 and people are already writing this year off as a bit of a waste. But yeah, 2022 is not that far away, and I really want to make sure that that is going to be an amazing year. There's going to be some fantastic projects coming up. I really want to focus on that and just make sure that whatever comes on the future is going to be amazing. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching this sort of little look inside my brain and what I'm thinking and some of the life stuff going on at the moment. Hopefully it's reflected or resonated with some of you, and you're able to just go through and question what's going on in your own life right now. Look at what's going on. If it's painful, how can we turn that into a positive and then move forward and become a much more happier person and in a much better place? Cheers everyone. I'll see you again soon. Bye.